pretty brown eyes, soft and generous girl, that's what you are. Marvelous.
Welcome, my name is Beverly Notes, and this is a Five Eyes TV profile with the great Derrick Morgan, King of Ska. Derrick Morgan, welcome. I extend my hands
My
to you. My
pleasure, darling. Nice to be here with you.
Thank you.
Great.
Right. So Derrick, how are you feeling?
I feel good, man.
You feel good, man. You look good,
Everything is good with me.
Right.
Everything running fine.
That's nice. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is kick off for our viewers. So Derrick Morgan, how did you get into the music business?
Well, it wasn't too hard. I started in 1957 at a talent show called Vere Johns Opportunity Hour. I entered imitating Little Richards in them days, and I happened to came in first at night.
Wow.
Then there was two comedians in the audience, Bim and Bam.
Oh, Bim and Bam.
And they liked the performance that I did that night, and they decided, they used to have shows around the island, you know, so they decided to take me around with them in the island, and I'm going around with them for 2 years imitating Little Richards.
How old were you, Derrick?
Eh?
How old were you?
I'm 70.
No, not now, not at present, but at the time.
I was 17.
17?
I started at 17.
Okay, that's a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
That's so interesting. Can you tell us roughly how many songs you've actually created?
Record?
Yeah.
Well, trying to count them too. I don't know. I can't tell you how much.
I can believe
really.
that because it's
I know I have over 1,000, for sure.
I believe that. You seem like a very busy person. Can you tell us about some of the projects that you're involved with at the moment?
Well, do production as usual. I still produce the young artists and myself.
Yes.
Right now I'm doing touring. I'm touring Europe.
Right. That's
And doing stage shows in every country that you could think of in Europe.
wow.
And the last one is on Friday night here, gone,
Where
in London,
that? Okay.
because I'm heading back to Jamaica very soon.
Okay, so we haven't got you for much longer here.
Yeah, you have me. Every year I come up and do shows, you know. Every year I come up and do at least 10 shows.
In Europe and in the
Europe,
UK?
in Europe
Okay.
and UK, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us if there's any members of your family that have followed in your footsteps that sing or play instruments?
Yeah, I do have a great little girl. Her name is Queen Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, and she's doing wonderful work out there.
Yeah.
Africa doing very good.
She's very big.
I have a daughter called Vere Morgan and one named Andrea Morgan. They do a little singing also, but they are not on the top market as Africa does.
No, she's broken the market, yes.
But away from that, yes, there is a kids that mostly in a different fields. Like I have a doctor, I've got a CFO, which is Chief Financial Officer.
Wow.
And you know, we have nurses and we have you know, photographer and so on. So so far I've got 14 kids and
14.
they are lift up my head.
Wow.
Everybody doing something good.
I know they all look like you because your genes are so strong.
Yeah, very strong. Very, very strong, madam.
Derrick, can you name and tell our Five Eyes TV viewers about some of the people that you've worked with?
Well, I started out, the first person I helped as a record artist was Millicent Todd. Her name is called Patsy.
Yes.
She and I do some recording together for Duke Reid. And then Prince Buster, I started him in 1960.
Yes.
He started his first first recording session. He did about 13 songs. Helped him in one of them called They Got to Go.
Right.
Also, from him I find Jimmy Cliff. And we work with Jimmy Cliff. And from Jimmy we find Bob.
Right.
We find Bob Marley. We recorded Bob Marley at Beverly's Record. I was the first man happened to have Bob Marley on the market, also Jimmy Cliff, then Desmond Dekker, and then the pioneers, which is John Dekker. There's a lot of artists that really come through my hands. You have the tenors, Clive tenors, and you have Just the Nines. All those guys have me as a role model who they come to, and I started them by helping them out, fixing up the first song and so on, you know. So the father put me out there as a teacher, and those students come out to be very good, you know.
That's brilliant. I'm going to stay on that note, Derrick. Can I just say a little bit about what I've gathered so far? As history tells me that in 1962, you first auditioned Bob as a 16-year-old.
Yeah, I auditioned Bob in 63. 63? It was 1963 that Bob get audition at Beverly's and doing One Cup of Coffee and Judgment.
Yes.
His first song, but at the same time I was going to migrate to England.
Okay.
And I have my farewell show. I have 3 farewell shows. One in Palace Theatre, one at Maypen, and one in Montego Bay. I keep it, we put Bob on 2, which was Maypen and Montego Bay. Well, away from that, I never had much to do with Bob after we recorded his 2 songs. And we put him on that show. But the first, what he would do is dance more than we sing.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yes, he's a bigger dancer than a singer.
Okay.
And at Maypen, he was very tired after him worked the first show, first tune. Became dance right through.
Oh no, I can imagine.
I took him in the backstage and I said, "Not so, Bob, you must do 2 verses, and when the solo time you dance, then you go back, you know? Yes. And you won't be so tired after." We do it in Montego Bay, and when he come out the first song, they start booing him. The first song is One Cup of Coffee.
Okay.
And then he didn't shy, him keep going, and the next song him sing was Judge Not Before You Judge Yourself, and then the people thought he was throwing words at them.
He was, wasn't he?
And him tear down the place that night, you know. But I had was to leave, and I went to England. They migrate because Prince Buster conned me in signing a contract with his management, and I leave Beverly's and gone to London. I never like it. I spent about 6 months, and I said I'm going back, and I'm going to Beverly's.
And did you?
And I go back to Beverly. Beverly said, "Can't use me because what I'm under a binding contract."
With Prince Buster?
With Prince Buster Management, which is Charlotte, which is Blue Beat record.
Blue Beat, yes.
So I said I have to find some way of getting out of this contract. So I go to Eddie Seago. He was the finance minister at that time in Jamaica. And I went to him because he used to be in the music also. And he took the contract from me, take a look, and he said, "Well, then this contract is binding, and a man like me who born with bad eyes and don't see, no man should sign a contract without a lawyer." So he called up Charlotte and told him to release it, and he released it. So right away I went back to Leslie and showed him that the contract was released, and I started recording for Leslie again. But before I get to record for Leslie, before the contract was through, I had to form a little group called Derrick Morgan and the Blues Blenders, take them to Coxsone Dodd, and start the recording there, you know, just to keep me going until Leslie, because Leslie was the one that I wanted back to being his. And after the contract clear up now, I went back to Leslie and I gave him his another hit, big hit called Rudy's Don't Fear, and so on, you know? But that's how it goes, man.
This is so informative. But Derrick, I've been doing my little researches on you,
Yes.
And history tells me that you was the first and only Jamaican to have 7 songs in the top 10 at any one time.
That's true. And the reason why I've got so many tunes in the top 10 in the 1960
Yes.
is because I used to record for every promoter, any promoter that
Yes.
record. They wanted
Okay.
to record Derrick Morgan
Yes.
because they called me the hit maker and the
Yes.
hit breaker.
Yes.
So what I did, everyone putting out songs at the same time, so all of them run up in the chart.
Yes.
So one at the time I was from 1 to number 7.
Yes.
And tune coming in at 13, 12, you know, more
Yeah.
songs coming
Yeah.
in same way.
Did you know that you're still on Rival today?
Oh yeah.
You know that?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, while you had those 7 songs in the top 10, you also bust a number 1 tune, which was the biggest hit that you've had of all time, which was Housewives Choice.
Housewives Choice, yes. I bring in Millicent and we do Housewives Choice for Leslie. And it wasn't really Housewives Choice, it was You Don't Know Much I Love You.
Yes.
And then this DJ personality at RGR radio station, her name is Reid.
Yes.
Because the song was so requested, a housewife requesting the song, she changed the name to Housewife Choice. But at this time, when we released records in Jamaica, we didn't release it straight away on label.
Yes.
We used to release it on a pre-release, which
Yes.
is white label. So you just write on the title of the song and the singer. So when she been getting that request for that song, what she did was to, you know, call it the Housewife Choice.
Yes.
So when Leslie Kang decided to release it to the public now, he changed the name to Housewife Choice. You see, and it was very big.
Yeah, appropriate.
In 1962, I did one called Forward March.
Yes.
That one was for the independence of Jamaica. Jamaica get independence in 1962. And I wrote that one, Forward March, and it was a big seller.
Yes.
Now from that music now, that is where me and Prince Buster become, started to sing against one another.
Yes, yes.
You know?
Rivalry. Friendly.
Yes, because Prince wanted to say that my song Forward March, I took the solo part to Leslie Clark.
Yes, yes.
So he wrote a song called Blackhead Chinaman.
Yes, yes.
I took his belonging and give it to the Chinaman.
Yes.
And you know, from there on, the Chinaman gave me an introduction for him. Hey, ni tang mongzai.
Yes.
Which means listen you fool. And I sing that tune, Blazing Fire, and then we start singing songs of one another, and it become a big thing.
Off each other.
It become very big.
But you were very close friends.
Yeah, it still is, you know.
Yes.
Yeah, we're still good friends, and it happened that it causing a lot of problem in Jamaica between Prince and I with the fans.
Oh.
The fans that love Derrick Morgan claim that Derrick is better, and the fans who love Buster said Buster is better. Men started to fight all over these things and so on.
Yeah.
So what we do is the same government in power said we have to do something about it.
Yes.
So what we had to do, we go down by the Glean and Company,
Yes.
and we took pictures hugging up and put it on the headline and said we are best of friends.
Right.
And that kind of eased the tension, you know.
It was like a peace campaign.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is the Five Eyes TV profile for the great Derrick Morgan, King of Ska, and my name is Beverly Notes. Derrick, history tells me yet again that in 1966 you recorded the very first Rocksteady music in Jamaica.
Oh yeah, that was the same song that called Hoodies Don't Fear.
You have jumped through many dimensions of
Yeah.
musical time.
Right.
And Tougher Than Tough was...
That's the same one, Tougher Than Tough.
You've had many different titles for some of these
They give
songs.
it all kind of titles. Depends on what they like or what they hear. They give titles towards it, you know. But that song was a song that I had what to do.
Yes.
Because I was threatened to do a song for a bad guy called Busby. I was threatened by him, said I must make a song of him.
Wow.
Through him that him is the rudest.
Yes.
So that song, that lyrics come to my head, and I went to Leslie and said, this man want me to do a song for him and I have to bring it in for him for the Friday evening.
Yes.
And Leslie adored me. He loved me because I'm his hit maker.
Yes.
I'm his breaker. And he says, all right. We go to the studio and we recorded that song and give me a acetate and took it to the guy the Friday night. And I'm telling you, it was at a dance in West Avenue in Greenwich Town. And at night, the guy tell the DJ not to put on the song until 12 a.m. 12 o'clock a.m. when he put on the song, him listen to it, and when we reach the part named Strong Like a Lion, We Are High, and him said, take it up back. Ooh. And him had a box of beer. And when he get the beer, him said, put it on again. And when him reached Strong Like a Lion, we are him crash a beer against the wall and said, Iron.
Wow.
And you know, him going and see some girls on the wall stand up on a step coming down, and him go up there to them. They were dressed in red bandlan ganzi and white pants, but they were from a gang.
Yes.
They were from a gang group.
Yeah.
So, and he's against that gang. So what he did now is take the beer and start chewing them. And the girls then walk out and step up the road, and then that was a Friday.
Yes.
The Saturday, it seemed as if they buck him up at a dance at Walton Park Road, and they took his life for that the same night.
Wow.
It was a sad, you know.
Because of that song?
Yes, of that song. And they banned it. It banned from the radio. But become one of the biggest. People used to punch it in jukebox and entitled it Strong Like Lion, where they mash the beer in it. You know, they take it for a joke thing.
That is
it was
serious,
great.
Serious. Derrick, I know you're somewhat of an actor. I know that you acted as a judge, dishing out sentences to Desmond Dekker and his brother. How was that for you?
Well, these songs, these judges song like when I made the same Rude Boys Don't Fear, Rudies Don't Fear, Prince Buster Gore made a song named Judge Dread.
Yeah.
You know? And after he made Judge Dread, he was telling the boys in Sutton Street about Rudies Don't Fear, but him is Judge 100 there, you know, those things. So I decided was to do one of his, and I do one named Tamarind, I guess it is, and it ended up that we're doing a lot of Judge songs, and Desmond Dekker answering like him is the Rude Boys, and, you know, because Desmond Dekker and I do a lot of songs together, you know, because Desmond was even in Rudies Don't Fear, who do the harmony, and also George Dekker. Those guys do a lot of backing up for me at Beverly's, you know.
Yes. Now, Derrick, it's interesting to find out that Blazing Fire was the first song in Jamaica to use an electric piano. How did that come about?
Well, after we used to use the acoustic things playing, and this guy named Herman Song came in.
Yes.
He had a band, and he used to work with the Jiving Juniors, which is Derrick Harriet.
Yes.
And those guys, he had an electric piano.
Yeah.
And we decided to use the electric piano, and he played it on Housewives Choice. He played it on Blazing Fire, and he played it on the Hop.
Yes.
But the thing is, the Hop now become the first song in Jamaica that play with an electric bass.
Yes.
You understand? Because we used to use the acoustic bass, but the Hop was the first song that played with an electric bass.
Yes.
And then the piano in Blazing Fire was the first electric piano
Yes.
playing on the rhythm, and they sound good, and everybody start following till Lynn Tate came in. After Lynn Tate came to Jamaica, and
Yes.
he started, we use him as a good guitarist doing recording and so on. He kind of changed the ska beat on and start make it be a slow rock. Call it Rocksteady because of how the people dance to the music. They call it Rocksteady, and that's how it goes. So from that, everything was good.
Again, Derrick, now here it comes. You were again the first person in Jamaica to do a duet. How did that come about?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, that's how Millicent come in this because Shirley and Lee, we used to have rock and roll songs. You know, in the dance hall, you'd have Shirley and Lee out of America. You'd have Gene and Eunice. You have, you know, those type of singers coming. So it gave me the inspiration to record a song with a girl. Once I was going up on the street and I met this woman come to me and said, Derrick, I have a daughter, I would like you to listen to her, you know, she can sing. I said, yeah. And she was going the same direction I was going. And just stopped at the German Street corner on Orange Street. And when I go at her house, I saw this little girl was washing in her pan, washing clothes. And she said she is a daughter that can sing. I said, I would like her to sing, make her hear. And she started singing, and I said, man, the voice really hold me there. And I sat right there beside her, and I wrote a song named Love Not to Brag, Love Not to Boast. But I wrote that song off a man called Monty Morris, Eric Monty Morris. Because he and I used to live in the same yard, and, you know, I carried him to Prince Buster and record a song called Humpy Dumpy, and I use him at highlight recording this song. Now we know who this great generation, which was our first duet between he and I. And you know, those tunes go up to #1 and so on. So he start boasting. So when I stop with Patsy, I sit there and say, I'm going to write a song. I'll write a song with him. Love not to brag. Love not to boast, because grief comes to them who brag the most. And I wrote that song and I give her the melody. And God, she was so quick at it. I just say it out her mouth, she follow. I say, okay, I'm going to take you down by Juke. And I took her to Juke Reid. And when Juke listened to her, I said, wow, I'm gone now. You know. And she recorded that song, man, and first time we hear it play was he having a sound system dance, and her mother, everybody go and listen to the song, and the song couldn't come off of the turntable the night. Love Not to Brag, man, and there party start. So that's how the duet started. She and I, and then everyone start follow. You know.
You're a leader.
Yeah, I'm the leader, and thank God for that, because might be the student and come out better than I am, but I am the teacher.
Oh, I'm so blessed to be in your company right now. Can I ask you your association with the great producer, Bunny Striker Lee?
My name is Bunny Lee. I produce record at Jamaica for years. So. Yeah, I want to get together and keep some more of them dances. So everybody enjoy themselves, not burn our thing down fire. Because if people come out tonight where I don't see for years, you know. It's dance drought all the old timers them. So keep it up, you know.
Well, Bunny Lee, I started him in recording business also. He's my brother-in-law because I'm married to his sister. His sister and I am married going 42 years, and we are together 47 years now. And we're still going strong.
That's beautiful.
She and I still going strong. Nelly Morgan, if you listen to me, you know it go. Your husband do love you, and you know it.
Oh, that is so nice.
And we have 4 nice children that get around. She have a doctor, she have a finance officer, she have a nurse, and she have a photographer, which is doing good, all of them.
That's so
you know.
Nice.
I'm away from that. My outside kids, them differently because I nearly know me with about 8 kids.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
they get on very good. Everybody get on together. Naming them now is too much.
14, yes.
You know, and they are all nice. All of my children, them are good enough. Them hold my head down. All of them head keep up. You know,
Yes.
which is very great. Thank God for that.
Derrick, I second that, thank God. Can I just ask you whether or not the Jamaican government has recognized all your achievements?
Well, yes, the government gave me Order of Distinction. I think it was 1998. I don't remember the direct year now, but it's in the 90s, 1998 or 97. One of them two did.
Yes.
He gave me Order of Distinction. And 2 years ago, I get the name street on my own street in Toby Heights called Derrick Morgan Close.
Wow.
And you know,
Yes.
I'm getting recognition right through Jamaica. They call me the crowd pleaser and whatsoever, you know.
Yes.
Until I get, I'm so great because when I say I'm great, I mean the people that make me feel good because especially the white people, them skinheads, them, they give me the title, the King of Ska. And they love me everywhere I go, and I can't stop talking about them, you know.
Yeah.
Because they really make me feel good whenever I'm with them or entertaining them. I'm just feeling good, you know.
That's nice. You're one with the music.
Thank you.
At one. Derrick, can you tell me how do you, the King of Ska, the pioneer of the music that I've grown up on, how do you relax?
How do I what?
Relax.
Relax?
Chilling out and being...
Look, what I did now, like him, I'm home. I trouble with him, I get an accident and I have a spinal problem.
Yeah.
So what is it? I can't dance for my audience no more because, you know, it go. But whatsoever, when it's winter time, I'm in Jamaica. I'm not going nowhere, but I have a studio there.
Yeah.
I always relax in the studio. I record anything come to my mouth and put it around the mic and go on with the rhythm.
Yeah.
And away from that, I try to help the young artists, whosoever could come in and sound alright to me. I try to record them. Away from that, since my agent is here right now with me. I can remember to say that Trisha, my agent. Yeah man, it's Roots Rockers promotion from Trisha, you know. She called me up every year about the summertime. And we do tours in Europe and UK and things. So after the tour, we go back home and relax again.
Yes. Welcome to Trisha, and thank you for looking after.
Yes, Trisha, number one.
So Derrick, where can our viewers get more detailed information about you? Do you have an official website?
My official website is called houseofska.com.
Houseofska.com. And do you have a MySpace page?
Yeah man, I'm on MySpace. My son them put me on MySpace even when I can't see the space.
Yes, but I know it's doing very, very well. Do you have a favorite modern artist or band right now?
Well, My favorite band now, as you should know, in Jamaica is called the Fab Five.
Right.
Then Light Parks and the We the People band.
Yes.
But in Europe, there are so many bands I can call favorite because they're all good.
Yes.
You know, especially in the European side, I can name a few like Road Rich and the High Notes. You have Skanking Time.
Yes.
You have from Italy, and you have Rhythm Stick.
Wow.
You have there are so many of them, and all of them back me all over Europe.
Yes.
So, you know.
That's excellent. So is there a particular artist that you'd possibly like to work with, say in the near future?
That I want to work with.
Yeah, anybody in particular you're earmarking?
I don't mind. I will work with anyone. Anyone come up, I work with. I don't mind. You know, I like working with my daughter then.
Yes.
You know, Africa.
Yes, yes.
But away from that, I don't mind working with anybody, anyone.
Have you
Whether American, English, Jamaican, name them.
willing to please as always? But you have done productions with Africa.
Yes, I have production
nice.
with Africa, even when I don't. It's only 2 I ever put out with Africa.
Okay.
When you're just coming into the business,
Yes.
I put out a song called Strong Lioness,
Yeah.
and it was going on good. And then I guess you find Tony after that, and Tony Rebel
Yes.
keep helping her out, and you know, and she get on. So we don't interfere with that part because lower to do her thing, you know. And she's doing fine, which I really appreciate.
Yes, we know
Yeah,
her
man.
awards are vast. Yes, just like her father.
That good.
Is there anything that you, being the great King of Ska, you would be revered by younger people because of your achievements? Is there anything that you'd like to say to them, you know, about the future?
With the younger kids coming up in the music business, first thing they must do is should write their own lyrics.
Right.
Try and write their own lyrics, because in the later end it will become the pension. And you know, clean lyrics. They must do clean lyrics and songs that, you know, everyone can sing.
Yes.
Where you know, more punch lines. And the more punch line that they put out is better for them. But remember, just keep writing your own lyrics, get them registered, and you know, that it will become the pension in old days like me.
Oh, brilliant. That is very, in fact, I'm going to take that advice myself.
Thank you.
So can you tell me whether you prefer to tour or to be in a studio? Some people do have a preference on that, do you?
I prefer to be touring as well as in the studio, both of them. But I prefer to be touring.
Okay. It's quite grueling sometimes though, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, you go out for explanation, you're going to expect, you have to go out and know, so, well then, it's not better roses you're going out and in touring. It's sometimes good, sometimes bad. And you know, the traveling part in touring is very hard. But that is the least among their possible, because you have to make up your mind for them things.
All right.
So, I like touring, and I like going to the studio too. I like to have a new song all the time. I always have new songs that nobody don't hear, but they always on the tip the same way.
Oh, Derrick, you know, I'm going to ask you for a little treat
them.
now.
Eh?
Are you going to give me a little treat?
No, not treat today, not treat
No
today.
treat? You can't give me a little piece of one of them?
No.
You don't like me anymore?
I always do.
All right. Okay. It was very interesting speaking to you. I feel the warmth from you. I feel the music.
Because I sweat, you know.
You have a great sense of humor. And I love that. And I thank you for that.
Yes.
Our viewers probably didn't know that you're such a warm and funny person.
Oh, thank you.
But we need to round this up now. And I think that our viewers have had a treat.
Yes, they do.
Okay. So I thank you for the interview for Five Eyes TV.
Great.
Thank you. I extend my hand to you again.
Pleasure.
And I feel the
Good
greatness.
one. Yes.
Thank you, Derrick Morgan.
Thank you very much. These are Derrick Morgan 2010 music, brand new from Derrick Morgan and his followers. Yes, this song is from Shayna Wilson, the daughter of Delroy Wilson, that icon, Delroy Wilson. And this is his daughter, Shayna Wilson, doing this one from Beyonce called If I Was a Boy. Now this one on the same rhythm is by this daughter called Shantia, and is a cover version of Freddie McKay song, Picture on the Wall, but in her own version she's doing this one. It's called Wish I Find My Boat. Well, this one is by me, myself, Derrick Morgan, on the same rhythm, riding with the girls there. It's called Pretty Blue Eyes. Pretty Brown Eyes, sorry, it's Pretty Brown Eyes. The blue eyes have stopped loving me now, so I've gone to the brown eyes. Now this one is called Sometimes It's So Hard by this dude called Felix. And I can look forward to see Felix more now because he's doing good, right? This one from Felix. Now this one is by Derrick Morgan, trying to educate the youths of today, telling them that they must always be a mountain climber and not a diver. They must take my advice and stick to the mountain climber because the diver always putting them down. So just stick to this one and take the lyrics in, okay?
This is Beverly Notes, and we have been talking to Derrick Morgan, the king of ska, for Five Eyes TV.
Yes, my name is Dennis Al Capone, and my brother Derrick Morgan is working here tonight, so I come and support him. I've known Derrick for 40 odd years, right? As a youth, I used to listen to Derrick Morgan music. Derrick Morgan was one of my heroes in Jamaica. I used to work at a place named Jamaica Public Service. This was just topside where Derrick Morgan record shop used to be. This is Beverly's record. Beverly's. Leslie Kong, right? I used to pass every day to go to work, see Derrick Morgan and people like Jimmy Cliff and Desmond Dekker and all them guys in the shop. But Derrick was my hero. Derrick and Prince Buster, they were my hero at the time, right? Derrick is a great artist, still going till now, still mashing up the place all over the world. And may you keep going, Derrick. Keep entertaining people, right? Because you're entertaining me. And this is my brother, Mikey Brooks.
Yes, as I said, Al Capone can tell you every time. Derrick and the bass and him non-stop. I carry the Rocksteady thing right now and the ska, everything right through, right? See? Tougher than tough, as Al Capone says, right? That's Derrick Morgan, see? Respect.
Yeah man, put Derrick Morgan on any show with any of the young artists them now and they mash it up, same way. Derrick from 19 how long, 2010, I wreck the place same way.
Every time.
Any stage you put him on now with any artist, they hold him on same way. And if you don't mind sharp, take the show to me. He's that great.
Mike Brooks says what I can put on tell you.
So Derrick, we say, great!
White Striker, we tell you again you miss something tonight. I can put on tell you that.
Yeah man, good show. Derrick put on a good show. Mash down the whole place, man. Have the people them jumping up and down the place, you know?
Why the skinny them around all over the place, man? Derrick Morgan, I do that.
An angel with pretty brown eyes, soft and generous girl, that's what you are. Marvelous, sensational, the beat of my heart, girl, that's what you are. Girl, if my heart should stop beating, you are the one to blame. stand by me. Please stand by me. Girl, don't be ashamed.